Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, if you are a returning subscriber, and if you are new here, then welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be talking about my postpartum essentials and what I have used during my postpartum. I am currently 3 weeks postpartum, so I still have some time to go, but my postpartum, in my opinion, was kind of easy. So I'm just gonna go over what I got from the hospital, what I used once I got home, what I think that you need. Oh my gosh, don't start this today, buddy. What I think that you need to make sure you get from the hospital or to purchase on your own. Okay, if you do end up hearing a baby being a little bit of fussy, if you do end up hearing a little bit of fussiness, I do have Melody right behind me sleep in her car seat, so she's just going to be sleeping back there hopefully while we film this video. Hopefully it goes pretty quick. So first up, on the lips, I am wearing Hocus Pocus. This is our new orange and glitter gloss, as you can definitely tell. It comes in our Halloween bundle, so these two glosses come together and I really like it. It's definitely a more velvety gloss. I did do a new formula. Sorry guys, I want my hair to be big. I did a new formula and our site is closed right now because we are preparing for our Spooky Ween sale, which does start on October 25th. So all right, let's get started. So my postpartum, if you watched my last video, which should be uploaded by the time this video gets uploaded, it was about a full-on talk through about my labor and delivery. It is a pretty long video, but I promise I did much more explaining in that video than I did in the short vlog that I had, just because I didn't have that much footage at the hospital. So I definitely did a lot more explaining in the last video, but I was not told what type of tear I had, and still to this day I do not know what type of tear that I had. It wasn't a bad tear, I'm guessing. I did get stitches, but none of it, like, it didn't hurt afterwards. So at the hospital, you know, they give you a bag of essentials that you will be using for your postpartum. I have the bag right here. Oh no, my ice packs are melting. Did I need to put them in the, I don't know, but I have probably the most basic essential. I would consider this as an essential even after birth and postpartum. Like, now that I've used it, I will continue using it even after I don't have any stitches or anything anymore, and that is the Peri Bottle. So this is the one they give you at the hospital. It just looks like this. I know it's common for a lot of people who use this one to say that they prefer the like Frida baby one or Frida mom one. I honestly don't have any issue with this. I think this works perfectly fine. I still even prefer to use this one when I go to the bathroom sometimes, but I did go out and buy this type just because a lot of moms were saying that they preferred this type just because it has the angle and everything. So I did go out and buy this one from Amazon. So I didn't go out and buy it. I got this one from Amazon and it was about $10. It came in a cute little package. You just fill it up and okay, you can hold it like this and just squeeze. So as you can see, there's a little bit of water in there, and it just will make it easier because you don't have to angle it. However, I still use this one and I find this to be super easy as well. It's not that difficult. So whichever one you want, of course, one is free and the other one you pay for on your own. So if you are on a budget, I definitely would say just go with whatever the hospital gives you. It'll probably be, you know, cheaper for you, more cost efficient for you to spend that money on something else. So the next thing that they give you, I have two different bags because I did ask for more stuff to take home because I thought I was gonna need it. All right, so of course we all know about the infamous mesh panties. I know that there are a lot of moms who say they did not like the hospital panties. I personally didn't mind the hospital panties. I didn't use them like just this. So the first day, well, the first couple hours after I delivered, I did use them like this. So I had the panties, and then I had that gigantic pad that I'm going to show you guys in a minute, and then I had the ice pack, and then I had another actual pair of mesh panties just so the ice pack didn't hurt me as much. But I did not mind the mesh panties. After the first couple of hours after postpartum, I actually switched to, I don't have any in here with me right now, so I'll insert a picture, but I actually switched to the diapers, and I would put these on over the diapers just so I felt more secure and everything, which is why I really like these. And I do still have some in case, I don't know, I ever need them, you know, maybe I just want to be airy but not too airy, I don't know. But so I'm pretty sure they are one size fits all, and I found myself having to rip a little bit. So in the thigh parts, well, they have different colors, so I'm not sure if the different colors are different sizes, but oh, they definitely are. So they have different sizes apparently, but I found myself having to, the purple ones fit perfect, but if I just grabbed like this color, because I didn't know they were different sizes, I would find myself ripping a little bit just to try to make room for my thighs, because we all know I'm part of the big thigh gang. So yeah, just keep in mind, if you are bigger, you might have to find something that fits you more comfortably. So these are the gigantic pads that they give you at the hospital. I'm sorry you guys, I'm no Binksy, not right now. No. Okay, go. These are the gigantic pads that they give you at the hospital, and I am trying to hold it a little bit down because I am in front of a window and it's up and people can see these pads. But they give these to you at the hospital, and of course they expect you to have heavy bleeding. Personally, I didn't have heavy bleeding even after I gave birth. I was told after I gave birth that I had a lot of blood spillage. I don't want to be TMI, but I had a lot of blood just pour out of me right after I gave birth. So once it was time for me to put the pads and everything on, I didn't have that much bleeding, honestly. So I didn't really have use for this except for maybe the first couple of hours, and even then I didn't fill one up. So of course you can use these if you want to. They come free from the hospital. Me personally, I liked the diapers just because it just felt more secure. I like things high-waisted, and it just was a much more secure process. So yeah, so after those ones, I don't have any of the actual pads that they give you, but they give you like a very thick, long, like nighttime pad. If you were to buy like the Always nighttime pads, you know how they're very thick and long. They give you that one. So after the first couple hours, I was able to switch to those ones. I would put one of those in my diaper that I was wearing, and then put the ice pack, and then I would actually end up putting a pad over that. So you can do that if you want, if you're having some lighter bleeding that's not too heavy. Once I got home though, I would just wear my normal underwear, and I would wear like the Always thin long pad. I think it's like size 5, the purple ones. I'll insert a picture just because I actually ran out of them. So I would wear those ones because I was not bleeding that much at all. I could have probably just worn a panty liner, which is what I'm doing now, and been fine. So it's definitely up to you. I would say be prepared. So they give you excellent things at the hospital if you don't want to go out and buy a bunch of pads, because you probably won't use them all. So I would just say be prepared and have like your usual period essentials. If you are a pad user, have like at least a couple of normal size pads or a couple of the long thin pads, because it'll be a lot more comfortable. I feel like during my postpartum, the most uncomfortable part to me was having all of that thickness down there. It was more uncomfortable than the actual stitches themselves, so if that makes any bit of sense. But one thing that I did love was these ice packs. Now, no binks, I liked the ice packs just because it does help numb when you first give birth. But I did see on TikTok and on some YouTube videos that moms actually take normal size pads and, you know, put the witch hazel and everything and put them in the freezer. I did I would do that next time just because I feel like it'll be a lot more comfortable than having this giant ice pack, because these get really cold, and I know that you're putting something in the freezer will also get cold, but I definitely feel like these are just too much. They're just, because they're so big and they get so cold, I definitely feel like it's a lot down there, especially right after. So if you want to DIY yourself something so you don't have to have as many layers, I would definitely recommend that for you. Now, that's everything that they gave me at the hospital. Of course, they do offer you pain medication, and they did send me home with some ibuprofen that's like 800 milligrams. I haven't used it. I still have the bottle. And when I was at the hospital, after I gave birth, I didn't use any pain medication at all. As I said in my last video, I was pretty much up and walking around immediately. So like I said, I think my postpartum was kind of easier than a lot of other women's postpartum. But one thing that I definitely recommend that you get is the Dermaplast, and I ran out of mine, so I threw it away because I don't need it anymore, but I'll insert a picture. It's the Dermaplast. It just helps with itching and kind of numbs you down there, and it just helps. It's weird to explain. It just helps. Eventually you will have some itching, so I would definitely say keep some for like when you're a couple weeks out of postpartum, because I think it hit my second week into this week, and you will get itchy, especially if you have stitches and you don't want to be scratching them because you don't want your stitches to come apart. So definitely invest in the Dermaplast. I did have witch hazel pads, but I didn't really use them. I used them like one time at the hospital. So it's up to you. Personally, for me, the witch hazel pads weren't a necessity. The Dermaplast, however, was a necessity. I would definitely recommend buying that next time I go in. If there is a next time, I will definitely have that again. And honestly, I wouldn't too much buy any extra things for postpartum. The hospital supplied me with plenty, and it's not really as bad as a lot of people make it seem. I think it's just preference, if you want to be picky, or if you want to be expensive, or if you just want to save your money and enjoy the time. So I would also recommend that you invest in some type of belt or some type of postpartum band. I have just been using my sweatband that I already had at home to kind of like try to cinch my waist in. So not cinch my waist in, but kind of like help everything get into place. I haven't even been doing it regularly. So again, totally up to you. I don't consider it a necessity, but if you are, you know, worried about getting your full body back, then I would definitely say you should invest in something that will kind of help you get your shape back after you give birth. So that is all that I have for you guys today. Those are my postpartum essentials. Personally, I would just use what the hospital gave you. I don't really think you need too much extra. If you have some pads that, you know, from your times having periods before these last 9 months, then I would definitely say you can bring those. If you don't want to have a bunch of thickness going on, invest in the Dermaplast because it will help. It will help. And, you know, maybe get some diapers. You can match your baby, it doesn't matter. That's all I have for you guys today, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.